Hi everyone, Father Lamb here, and it is Wednesday, January 22nd, and today is a day of prayer for the legal protection of unborn children. So let's keep that cause in our prayers. I'd like to take a reading that really touched me yesterday at Mass, and it's a reading from yesterday, Tuesday, the 21st. So this is from Mark's Gospel. As Jesus was passing through a field of grain on the Sabbath, his disciples began to make a path while picking the heads of grain. At this, the Pharisees said to him, "Look, why are they doing what is unlawful on the Sabbath?" And he said to them, "Have you never read what David did when he was in need and he and his companions were hungry? How he went into the house of God when Abiathar was high priest and ate the bread of offering that only the priest could lawfully eat and shared it with his companions?" Then he said to them, "The Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. That is why the Son of Man is Lord even of the Sabbath." The Gospel of the Lord. The Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. You know, we really have lost our sense of Sabbath in our world, in our culture, and that's why I think this struck me so much. You know, like so often today, Sunday just becomes another busy day. We're running around doing different things. But we really need to look at this for how it's affecting us as individuals and also as families. So where does this come from? Well, it goes all the way back to creation when you think about it, because God rested on the seventh day. You know, and we get into this workaholism. We're working all the time, and you know, I know some people have to work on Sundays because of their jobs, you know, nurses and doctors and different people, but we need to have a day during the week where we step aside, and it's not all about getting more stuff done, and it's doing something to us where everybody's so, you know, stressed out, filled with anxiety because we never really stop to relax. And so that Sabbath comes to us from the creation of the world. The Lord rested on the seventh day. It also comes from the commandments. Remember to keep holy the Sabbath day. And also Jesus, when he said at the Last Supper, "Take and eat, take and drink. This is my body, this is my blood. Do this in memory of me." You know, and a good Jew back in the day, in the time of our Lord, and even today, would celebrate and commemorate the Sabbath from the evening, sundown on Friday, to sundown on Saturday. That changed with Christians because Jesus rose, you know, on Sunday. So now it's from Saturday evening to Sunday evening that we have a sense of the Sabbath. We're kidding ourselves if we think this is good for us, this constant running and constant busyness. And we need to really fight in our families to get this time where we can just kind of recreate, you know, recreation. What is recreation? Is to recreate. It's giving ourselves time to do something different, you know. And then I just like to stress, and maybe for our reflection today, is to take daily Sabbaths. You know, time during the day where you just stop. I mean, even sometimes for a minute or two or three, and just get a sense of where you are for the day. We get the sense we got to keep going, let's go, we're busy. But sometimes if you take a minute or two and just prayerfully reflect, it kind of lines things up a little bit better. I mean, I just got to, you know, call myself out on this one because very often, you know, doing the Liturgy of the Hours, one of the hours is the daytime prayer, which you do sometime during the daytime around noonish. And very often after lunch, I could take a few minutes and run up to my room and do that. A lot of times I convince myself I'm too busy. And that's baloney. And daytime prayer takes what, 4 minutes to pray? But I do find when I do sit down and just, I'm going to spend this time in quiet, even though there's lots of stuff ready for me in the afternoon, I find that I bring that calmness into my heart in a deeper way in 3 or 4 minutes, and then I'm ready to go after the rest of the day. We have to challenge ourselves on this Sabbath rest. And maybe this week, and take it one day at a time, just be aware during the daytime of taking these little Sabbath rests. Just kind of back off a little bit. We don't got to get pulled into all that busyness, and where our work is number one. That becomes our idol. And we even praise people. Look how much they work. Maybe they're running from something. It's not all virtue, and we have to challenge ourselves on this. We're not that important, and we need time just to step back and ask God to give you that grace in your own personal life, wherever you are with this, to just have that time just to be with Him, to reconnect with Him, and then begin again and have that grace to have a more fruitful day. Remember to keep holy the Sabbath. God bless you.